This is Robert Demers for Conman here at Kamikaze, and I'm here with the one and only Bill Farmer, who you might recognize as Goofy for the past almost 30 years. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great, and gosh, Goofy's having a good time too.
The convention's been treating you well?
Yeah, I'm real impressed with all of the fans that come out today. It's a good crowd, and everyone seems to be getting into the spirit with a lot of cosplay, and everyone's dressed up, and it just really adds a great addition to the exhibits and stuff.
What do you think is the reason why so many people flock to conventions like these?
I think it's kind of your inner child. Why grow up? Why not have fun? It's imagination. It's like what we grew up with. No reason to get rid of it when you get older. It's just, yeah, you get to stay a kid.
How do you go about creating new voices and developing your vocal range?
Well, you have to keep practice. When I was a kid, I was a big, cartoon fanatic, and I would watch all of the shows on Saturday morning, and in those days it was like Bullwinkle the Moose and Hey Boo Boo, it's Yogi Bear.
Oh, brother, ain't I a stinker? You're despicable. Hoo-hoo!
So I would practice those. My parents thought I was really weird, and I just got better and better at it from, I guess, practice.
What has it meant to you that so many people over your career have gained happiness and laughter just because of Goofy or any of your other characters?
It's really gratifying to see people light up because everybody's got problems in their life, and if I can bring a little bit of smiles and a few laughs to people, it's a great feeling. The best feeling, I think, is when the rare times we get to do something theatrically, like when a Goofy movie came out. I got to watch the movie with a crowd of just regular people going to the movie, and seeing them enjoy it was just the best feeling in the world.
You've been working on the Mickey Mouse Funhouse since 2006. Now that it's coming to a close, what will you take away from the experience of working on the show?
Well, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has always been, and that was geared for the 5 and under crowd. So the little kids get introduced to Mickey, and they get to learn some stuff. And we've got a lot of emails from parents who just say, "Oh, my kid loves it so much," and they've learned from the experience and from the show. And now we're kind of going on, and we're doing some other things. We have a new series of Mickey Mouse shorts that are out, which are aimed at the older kids. It's fun because these characters can appeal to all ages. And with the ones, just the parents coming up and saying how much their kids enjoy it has been a big thrill.
As a series ends, another one begins. You've mentioned before that you've started work on a new Disney series, the 7D, which focuses on the 7 dwarfs. How has that been coming along?
That's coming along really great. The first few, we did a few of them, and then we stopped production for a while they kind of worked out the bugs and the kinks, and had showed the first drafts to audiences, see what they like and didn't like, and then we came back in the studio and kind of went a little bit different direction, and it's very funny and it's great, and we have a stellar cast with Billy West and Maurice LaMarche and Kevin Michael Richardson and Jess Harnell and Dee Bradley Baker and some of the top people in the industry, and it's so much fun to work with them.
As you mentioned before, the Mickey Mouse shorts have come back. Do you think we'll be seeing much more of them in the future?
I think so. John Lasseter loves them, and he kind of set the tone for them. They're much edgier than the other ones. As a matter of fact, I have a picture here. This is from the most recent one, where Goofy is a zombie in one called Ghoul Friend, and it was out for this Halloween, so I thought I'd bring a few pictures of that. And as you can see, he's only a zombie in this particular cartoon. He's back to his regular lovable self after this one. But I thought that was so radical and different direction that they took the Goof, that it was fun to do.
Thank you. Disney gained its popularity from the shorts they've done in the early years of the company. There was a long period where there weren't any Mickey Mouse shorts or Goofy shorts. Now that they come in more flown, do you think they're going to be a bigger presence in Disney cartoons.
I certainly hope so. A few years ago we did How to Install Your Home Theater, which was out in theaters with National Treasure 2. I really love that, and that's on the Disney Channel from time to time. And with the new Mickey Mouse shorts, they're going in that direction. So I hope there'll be a much bigger presence in the future.
And I was happy to see that these shorts are classic animation and not, even though CGI is good, it has a place for it. Do you think it will spark new interest in classic animation?
I hope so. It's not like one or the other. Both are totally viable methods of animating. And they both have their advantages and disadvantages, so why not do it in both forms with different projects? Some, like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, seem to work better with the CGI. Mickey Mouse Shorts work better with the 2D animation. And so there's room for everybody.
You've been voicing Goofy for so long, and of the past Goofies before you did an incredible job, and you followed in their footsteps wonderfully. Who would you want to see follow in your footsteps?
No one very soon.
Of course, I hope that too.
I hope it's someone that cares about the character as much as I do and cares to keep the integrity alive. Wayne Allwine, the late Wayne Allwine, who voiced Mickey for so many years, said, you know, we're just carrying the torch for a while. And so you just want the guy you hand the torch to keep on going with the same enthusiasm that we did.
What is the oddest thing you've ever had to say for a role?
For Goofy or?
Anything.
Gosh, that's a hard one. Let's see. Oh gosh. I've had to... I've had. Huh?
When in Germany, you had to do the wrist clapper, whatever it was. You did it in Germany, you had to say something in German.
Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's a great story. Early on, I had to loop 6 cartoons in German. They couldn't find anybody in Germany that could do Goofy. And so it was very odd. I was listening in and trying to do German. I was like, or skiddy, you know, and it was very odd. And they got it back, and I said, how did the German thing go? Because I don't speak German. They said, well, it's pretty good, but you have a Bavarian accent. Well, the teacher that they got me a professor from USC of German, and she was from Austria, so I picked up her accent. That was probably one of the strangest ones that I can think of.
One of the biggest questions when it comes to Goofy and the Disney universe is the fact that Goofy is a dog,
yeah.
And as you also voice Pluto, Pluto is also a dog. What is going on in the Disney universe and their social structure, or am I just overthinking this?
Yeah, it might be. In the new series, Mickey Mouse Shorts, Goofy has a tail, and he's never had a tail, so he's kind of reverting, I guess. I thought he was like one rung up on the evolutionary chain there. You know, Pluto's a dog, and I've been voicing Pluto for as long as I've been voicing Goofy, but all I get to say is, woo! You know, that's about it. But Goofy has luckily got the ability to speak, but he's still a dog, I guess.
Finally, when we have the chance to talk with a prestigious voice actor like yourself, we like to have a little voice actor challenge if you're up for it.
Okay, what you got?
I have a little script here, because it is a classic line for Goofy to say. This quote from Hamlet.
From Hamlet?
Yes, how would Goofy say that?
To be or not to be? That's the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say, we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep.
That was fantastic. All the literary buffs will love that.
There you go. I think Goofy doing Shakespeare. I've done it all now.
Well, thank you so very much for talking to us. It was fantastic meeting you. I hope you enjoy the rest of the convention.
My pleasure, and see you in the movies.